All right, it's
Of course, the old body
5:05.
club
We
began.
can. The recording has started, so
Alright.
let us begin. So, welcome everybody. My name is Ricardo,
My name is
and
Kimberly.
we are here to present our session 10 here, creating emotes and the emote contest. So, first of all, emoji contest. What's that all about? You know, you're wondering. So, this is Game Art Club's first annual emoji contest. We decided to task you all to put your skills to the challenge and create a fun and unique emoticons that will be displayed on our Discord channel for the rest of the year. If you currently look right now at our emotes are really bland and boring, and we have like 6 of them. It's terrible. So, this is for you all. This is a challenge for you all to populate that wonderful list of emotes. It's a really great opportunity to push yourself and practice your skills, conveying emotions, and have just an overall great time. And it's something that like we feel that everybody at all skill levels can participate in and have fun, as well as actually make it onto the list. So, how will the rules work? So, here are the rules for how this entire thing will function. Each week on Friday at 6:10 p.m., so after the session, we'll provide a mood that you all will have to convey with your emotes. But post your emotes in the emote chat that we'll make available real soon, with a transparent PNG of your emote, as well as the name that you'd like for the emote. At the end of each week, the execs will vote on the top 4 emotes uploaded that week, and those emotes will be added to the server at the end of the event. No monetary prizes of the sort. This is just a fun event where your main goal is just to be featured for the entire year. Or your emotes will be featured for the year. So, just some ground rules on what you can actually post. No Nazi for work, offensive or derogatory material or names allowed. There's a friendly server. We want you all to be kind to each other. You know, nothing, no nastiness of that, please. The emotes must be from you. They can be based off of like pre-existing emotes, but no copy and pasting. You know, I can't just find something online and say, you know, this is mine now. No, we're not gonna allow that. Animated emotes will not be allowed. We have nothing against them, but we don't want to keep. There's gonna be like some nitro stuff. Like you won't be able to use. Not everyone will be able to use those emotes. You know, you have to get nitro for all that, and it's annoying. So we just want it to be available for everybody. And as well, it takes a lot more time to make these things anyway, so it's probably best that you don't. You guys are allowed to submit 1 emote per week. We actually encourage you guys to do that if you want to. You know, it'll be really cool to have like a bunch of them made. However, for each week, only one of your emotes can make it in. Submission must follow the Discord's naming convention and a file size limit. So there's the details of it will be posted in the events chat, I believe. It's about like, I think the size is like 256 kilobytes, and the naming convention is basically just like underscores. It's just letters and numbers, like alpha and numeric. Nothing too complicated or anything like that. So like, don't just like put spaces in your names, for example, because I won't like that. So the submissions per week are due at Fridays at 6 p.m. and the event will run from February 4th, which is today, to March 4th, so the entire month. And there'll be 4 weeks of this event.
Any questions? At the moment? I don't have my Discord open. Hold on, I need to open voice chat.
Yeah, I don't have that either.
Poggers, yes, Poggers in chat. Let's go.
Poggers in chat. Alright, you can move on.
Alright.
So, to start off this entire event, let's reveal our first mood for this week. And that will be excitement. So, here are a bunch of emotes here that sort of display that emotion. I didn't want to go, when we were making this contest, we didn't want people to have the same, like basically just upload the same emote time and time again, and it's just, you know, all variations on the same sort of look. We wanted like just general emotions to be displayed here. So, for example, there's different types of like how you could display excitement all around. So you can have like, you know, boggers, for example. That's a pretty big one. You can have like a character who's hyped. You can just have like, for example, at the bottom right here is like excited Mew, a little cat. It's pretty cool, pretty funny. You know, different ways of explaining excitement. So try playing around with it and try conveying that emotion the best you can with an emote. And also just to let you guys know, there's no like specific characters or like character banning and stuff like that. We have the emotes here. If you can do whatever character you want, whether it be through copyrighted material or your own character. It's all cool like that. We have no issue with anything like that. So don't worry. So let's get on to the main session content today. So let's start off with what exactly is an emote. An emote, to emote, is to portray an emotion in a theatrical manner. To dumb that down, it essentially is showing off an emote an emotion visually. In common day slang, it's used to describe these funny little pictures that you see that sort of have a face on them that displays an emotion or just an aspect of something. So, for example, the biggest sort of form of emotes are emojis that you have on your phone. Apple, I believe Apple introduced them with the iPhone. And there's the little yellow guys that you send to your family and friends. You all know what them are. I don't think to go through this too much here, but I guess modern day emotes, these customized emotes, started off on like Twitch and streaming platforms. They're a lot less standardized. They're custom, and they better fit with the context or just have more specific emotions on what they want to see. That's not. So, for example, you have here, you have the happy face, and you also have this excited one from an anime at the top right. So that contextualizes, for example, if I believe this anime is Demon Slayer, right? So I've had a chat
Yeah.
that really like Demon Slayer. This is a bit more fitting for that sort of tone.
Mhm.
So that's an emote.
So we can get into emotes right away. There's a couple steps to it, but if you were looking at this emote, what could you say that could be improved from this emote?
So generally speaking, from this emote, it does look like it does convey the emotion and all, but it's a square, right? I don't think
Mm-hmm.
square emojis would look pretty because, yeah, we could tell that the character is sad, but like at the same time, it looks a little too for the emoji
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
I also agree with that. I feel like if there wasn't a square framing for the emoji, it would be 10 times better.
Mm-hmm. Alex was saying poor cropping corner is missing transparency. I think that was just the copy and paste from Google. So, yeah. Um, what I'd like to say that could be improved in this emote is typically the sizing of it, because it's really, really hard to see those tears, especially when the skin tone is very fairly light. I'd like to say that it's hard to see when at a far distance. You can't see the tears. It's hard to see what's going on here unless you're like reading it or you see the close-up picture. So, things to keep in mind are how to express emotes um, fairly and how to showcase what you're feeling, but it has to look good from afar. So, we're going to get into some steps that can help you create emotes, and yeah, we're going to start with step 1, which is referencing your character and the emote you want. So, um referencing your character is like searching up the emotion, like the emotes that already pre-exists on like Google, and these things can really help work on how your character looks and how to portray it in a way where if you were to make it yourself with no reference, it would look a lot worse than if you looked at a reference and realized that this emote would look really good in, for example, a Twitch chat or a Discord channel. Um, so at the top, you're able to see like the heart emotes. You see how the heart is often displayed at the bottom of the screen, typically held with hands, and the character often being like happy and smiling, either with their eyes closed or open. Um, the gasm emote from Craygasm, often has blushies and the feel good feeling. Anger is expressed with angry eyes, and they also have like this angry pinching. I don't know actually the term for it, but it's like the pinching red thing when characters get angry, and their eyebrows are always big and furrowed. Mouths usually widened, things like that. Yeah, so referencing your images really helps you get an idea of how your emotes will look like. Step 2, your canvas size. So typically, most uploads on platforms have a specific size requirement, such as Discord and Twitch. And what saves most artists at this time is to work with a larger size and then shrinking it down for later. So typically what I like to do is I like to work in a 500 by 500 pixel base. And because on Twitch, they require three sizes. They require 112 by 112, they require 56 by 56, and 28 by 28. You don't want to work with a 28 by 28 pixel first, because if you upscale it, it'll be very like blurry and 8-bit, unless that's the style you're trying to go for. But typically you want to work with a bigger size so that it helps you scale out what you want to work with evenly, especially in a square-like content like this. Step 3, I think it's a protruding blood vessel for the angry emote. Yes, I think that's what it is too. Yeah, okay. Step 3 is sketching. So feel free to draw outside of the given box, as you might be shifting your emote around to get the better perspective. By what I mean by this is sketching outside of the box. This is really good for when you need to move things around and when you need to shift the attention and the focus of the specific emote, because sometimes it might not always fit into frame. So it's good to draw outside the lines and then scale it down and move things around when need be. Step 4, line arting. Experiment with color. Experiment with the size of the lines and make sure that the emote is expressing strong emotions. What I mean by this is line art doesn't always have to be black and bold. Line art can be shaded in different colors. For example, the potatoes that I have up front or at the top, they typically have a more brown. Hi. 1 second. Sorry. Typically, potato emotes are brown, so you want to like contrast that better with the color that you're about to place on top. And with characters, skin tone can be pinkish, and you can obviously touch on the eyes and go over the emotes. So step 5 is your color palette. So you really want to experiment with the color palette that is unique and conveys a noticeable message. Along with line art, you want to find the proper color palette so that your art sets properly. So if you're having, for example, the colors, you want the colors to match, and you also want it to express color, express a better emotion. For example, the potatoes, right? The outer line are typically more darker brown, and you're able to see the eyes and emotions better because the eyes are black. So that contrast between color is really important. So we're gonna get into some tips about making emotes. Tip 1 is don't be afraid to make emotes that already exist. My friend, she did a smug emote for one of my emotes that I needed, and she just basically had this layout of the face shape and eyes, and then just recolored it to the style that was needed for specific streamers that requested. For example, at the top, you're able to see that this specific person has different characters in different colors. So they have people in brown hair, people in blonde hair, and different eye colors, but it still has the same message, and it still shares a strong message as well. Tip number 2 is your sizing and positioning matters. Yes, I had to crop out my character's head, but in order to get the message through, because of it looking strange when it was shrunken, what I had to do was I had to cut off what was remaining of the character's head. In the future, I'd probably redo these emotes because I'm not too big of a fan of these. These are like the early emotes that I created, and I didn't have much experience in creating them. But after I got commissioned to do a couple, I kind of got used to how it's supposed to be made. So, yeah, I'd probably just move around your repositioning your emote to convey a clear message is really important because if these were shrunken at the size, you wouldn't see the character's feelings. You wouldn't see the expression. Tip number 3 is Twitch and Discord requirements. So now you've completed your emotes. Now you want to make sure that it's available for Twitch and Discord requirements. And typically, this is how it's done on Twitch. Once you get affiliated, you have to upload an emote that is less than 1 MB big. And it typically asks you to upload 3 different types of resolution. The 3 resolutions are the 128 by 128 and the 28 by 28, I believe, and the 50. But typically, a big size like 500 by 500 would work just fine, and they would shrink it down for you. After that, you would enter the name of the emote, and you can see how many emotes you're able to add onto your account, and then it typically takes a couple days before your emote gets verified because Twitch doesn't know if you're uploading like a very sus like picture, if you accidentally like post like 2 moons of somebody and like Twitch likes to make sure that you are a legitimate like streamer that just got affiliated. Don't like submit sus emotes. That's not good. And as for Discord, typically it's 250 kilobytes in size, and any more it just fails to upload. And tip 4 is to always test your emotes. Testing your emotes is always key before you upload it on Twitch, for example, or on Discord. You can do it on your own servers. See, my emotes when they were bigger, they were really hard to see the emotes, and I'm glad that I was able to shrink it down. Even though it doesn't look the greatest, I will retouch it. But my friend's emote that I made for the potatoes, they display a very clear message on what they need, and the backgrounds are according to the emotions and things like that. So the activity that we're going to be doing will be creating emotes, and I will send in chat a template of a 500 by 500 block, and you can just start sketching and doing whatever emote you can for the upcoming themes. So let me just post that there. So yeah, this is a PSD to just basically start drawing the emotes for the moods. I'm assuming that we're probably going to be doing excitement. So I'd suggest that we have references and sketching out your specific OC or character, doing those specific or those conveying those emotions. So yeah. Hold on.
Augers.
Indeed, poggers.
Sorry. My dad kind of just came out of nowhere. I wasn't
That's
expecting
all
it.
right.
Yeah. Uh, all right.
Wait, your dad just popped in your res?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh?
I wasn't expecting it at all. It's kind of scared me.
I'm getting a call.
That's exactly what just probably happened. So is the theme for this coming week excitement? Is that guaranteed?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, it is. The current, the theme is excitement, so you can do whatever you want for it, as long as it conveys that emotion. So, for example, if you want, PogChamp is perfectly fine if you want to make like your own Pog, or if you want to do something else with it, that'd also be really cool. I want to keep this as broad as possible, but so that you guys can have as much creativity as well. Giving you a bit more, giving you guys a bit of an outline, because I don't want you guys just like, oh hey, make emotes and don't know what to do, right? So,
Yeah.
I've already something like that.
I've already started
Alright,
working.
perfect.
I've already got cracking.
Want to
That's
see
good.
what I've got so far?
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a poggers emote.
Let me go look at this.
Ooh,
Oh, I made it in 3D. That's very cool.
very nice. Doing the big sculpt.
I've got the references over on the side.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Wonderful.
I've been doing emotes for a while.
That's good to hear. Bringing it over to 3D is really interesting.
Yeah, it really
Yeah,
is.
actually.
So have you been doing them in 3D the whole time? Or
I did some in 3D. Sometimes I make layers in Photoshop in 2D and I composite them in 3D. I put them together inside Blender.
Oh, I see.
And I use the animation tools inside of here. Because I don't actually have any good software. I only have GIMP and Blender.
No Photoshop?
I don't have anything Adobe. So
Ah.
What about Photoshop from the school?
I am not in any art programs. I am in computer science.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Ah.
Oh, that makes sense.
The only
Okay.
So
program that I know
everything,
of that gives you Photoshop is Game Dev.
yeah. So everything I do is it's basically on my own as a hobby.
Okay.
That's cool, actually.
That's crazy. That's crazy good.
I taught myself everything I know currently about Blender, like, I don't know, last summer
Mm-hmm.
in about a month.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So I'm still pretty new at this, but
I mean, I think it's pretty impressive what you've gotten down so far. A lot of good sculpting.
I've been doing Photoshop for a while though. That's where I started my emotes. I've been doing it since elementary school.
Wow.
The
That's very
computers,
early on.
That is
yeah, the
very
computers in
cool.
elementary school had the
Paint?
Photoshop elements on them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
so the free one. I got very fond memories of elementary school where an upper year student knew how to use Photoshop and they taught us how to Photoshop a cat head onto a T-Rex. That was the
Oh, that's
funniest shit
very
at the
funny.
time. Yeah. Now I gotta do the mouth.
Yeah, for me, I never really got into art or like Photoshop anything like that at like for most of my like young life. But I remember this one time I was watching like this episode of Vine Sauce or something. I think it was Joel,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the things was like sculpting, like this like creepy sculpting they did, and he's just like having fun like dicking around with like some sculpt materials and like Blender. I can't remember exactly what he used, but I thought it was really funny as a kid. So I went ahead and went on my phone or tablet, like some like old Samsung one, and I was like, free 3D modeling good thing, just like, whatever. And I remember
Yeah.
creating really cursed Mario's and Yoshis.
Oh.
Oh,
They weren't good. They weren't good sculpts or anything like that, but it was really funny at the
Yeah.
time. And perhaps that sparked an interest. Art
That's
comes from the weirdest of places.
yeah, cursed Mario. I didn't really expect that one.
Well, I mean,
think-
they weren't supposed to be cursed. It just sort of came out as cursed.
I think in the future, just if I see some really cool emotes to spice it up, like might send in a few pictures. You guys can memeify it.
Ooh.
I'm
I
thinking
can
about
do
it.
that.
Memeify it, emoji it, make it a little bit more, I guess, GAC representative.
Yeah. Ah,
Oh, if anyone wants to like share their work or what they're doing or like looking at the PSD, any questions like that, you can go ahead and ask here. Maybe share your screen. That's all cool with us. Or if you just want to see, you know, Alexander over here working on his stuff, that's also really cool.
I'm staring, watching.
Staring, watching. I mean, I am very interested in
Yeah.
how he's gonna do it. He's already gotten some interesting, really cool base down. So
Big Pog Champ in chat.
Big
Like
Pog
it.
Champ.
blog jam.
I'm trying to find one of the emotes I did previously. Some upper year students had asked for emotes of a professor somewhere in here.
Interesting. Hold on. I don't know. I just realized I didn't make the chat for uploading in the emotes, so I'm gonna quickly do that. Or no, I did 22. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah. So when you guys, you know, you have a whole week to work on this. You can upload more than one, as I said before. Just upload them to hashtag 2022 emotes when you're done, and within like of course the specifications that Discord wants, I can quickly resend that and put that onto the Discord because I don't think I have them available at the moment. But I'll throw that in there if you guys are wondering. If you have any other questions, later on the line, you have a questions and answers chat that you guys can always visit and ask whatever you want, or just ping one of the mods and we'll help you out with whatever issues you may be having. Art related, of course, not necessarily with all your issues.
All
This
your
face
issues.
looks very kissable.
Yeah, it's like a fish. That's what he reminds me of right now.
Aw,
It's a cute fish.
Okay, well now I
that is
have
a
to.
very cute. Aw, that's so cute.
Let's see. Add another sphere.
Hogfish, that's what you're making.
Hogfish.
Hogfish.
Pogfish. Actually, I saw a video of the pogfish. It's
I have a
what he's
question.
pogging out to is
Oh my
interesting.
god.
Hogfish.
I didn't even-
Hogfish girl.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Question.
What's your
Can't
question?
show that in a Christian server.
Pardon?
What if he made it sus?
If
You made it sus?
if it's respectfully
Wait.
sus.
Respect.
You can if it's sus, I mean like as long as it's not inappropriate, then honestly in my books it's perfectly fine.
I gotta
Well,
think.
I
how
meant
sus are we
sus in
talking
Among
here?
Us.
Sus
Among
like
Us.
Among
Sus.
Us?
Wait,
Oh,
I
can
have
do
the
that.
perfect
Thinking of
thing.
Among Us.
We can make an among you can go for that. We have an
Yeah, you can
Among
go
Us
for
world,
Among
Us
that'd be
Upland.
nice.
Among
Wait,
Us.
I have a
Wait.
question, Kim.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh
Those-
my.
Beautiful.
I'm
That is-
traumatized.
Hella sus. I made this
Oh,
myself,
no.
by the way.
What you can do is like
It is
drag
extremely
out the
sus.
cheeks a little bit, just like a bit, and then expand them. I think that'd be really helpful.
Expand them? I
Can
don't think you
expand
need
the
to.
cheek?
I think the
Guy needs to
bigger
go to
the
some
better.
Netflix.
Inflate.
Inflate.
There is a brush called Inflate.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Thanks.
telling you. Inflate.
Inflate.
Can I sculpting?
You have to click on the object again in layout and go on layout
Layout.
mode and then click on like
Nah,
Click.
yeah, now it
Yeah.
should be good.
Sculpting. Inflate?
Oh
There you
my
go.
god.
Inflate
There we
means
go.
no.
I feel like I'm looking at something else.
Hi, Mom. 1 second.
He needs it to be like a sag. That's what I think it's missing.
Well,
like you
I
gotta
guess
do the
it's
bottom a
time
bit
for
more.
me to use that
don't want, like, a
old
pointy
Photoshop
butt.
I had.
Why
Oh,
is the bottom further out than the backpack?
Pardon?
Hmm?
Why did
The,
you say
the, the, the butt is further out than the backpack at this point.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is further out.
I mean, not enough, really.
Honestly, like it's a little pointy now. You gotta widen it.
Crisis
Oh
averted.
no.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, your mom actually came in
Oh
your
my
room?
god.
Yes, she did.
Oh,
She was asking me about dinner.
Very nice.
Oh my gosh.
it's
Oh,
all
Also,
no,
just
so she
just because I have to ask this, do you mind being this being in the recording?
Nah, I don't mind at all.
Okay, perfect.
You know what's
Yeah.
It's really
Everyone can see this lovely.
To be honest, this is
too
the best
much
session
butt
ever.
Add some
It's
thighs.
thick. Yeah.
Yeah, make them.
Not that we're
Oh,
making
buff.
emojis, but we're also making sus things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can make this to emoji. It's fine. You just gotta. You can do some
Is that
fun
enough
things
cake?
in Blender.
Nah, I need a little
Nah, it needs
Nah.
more. It needs
They
more.
need to be like pushing up against each other.
more.
All
Okay.
I'm
Clap
saying
them
is,
together.
this was the first thing that came up in my mind. That one episode of SpongeBob.
I know what you mean, oh dear.
Let me see.
Oh please. Oh please.
Bruh.
Interesting.
You may slap it once.
Oh.
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 Damn it. PK, you may slap it once.
Oh my god.
Okay, I got my reference image.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Those are some bongos, bro.
A monk. Checks out. Uh, okay. I just gotta.
Wait, I have another question, and it's a serious one this time. So like, I see the file is PSD. So is it fine if I could just copy that whole thing and put it in another art platform? Because I'm more.
Does that platform support PSDs? If that's the
Uh,
case, that's fine because it's just a grid layout of 500, so get you started
I see.
in
Okay,
terms of
thanks.
canvas sizes. Yeah.
These glutes are gravity defying.
Oh my god.
Extra sus.
I
What
we
would you
need an
title it
emote.
as? It's
Yeah.
extra sus.
Fussy
Uh,
Baka. I don't
I
know.
was teaching myself Read topology on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I never actually ended up finishing that.
Shame. Oh.
There's a cool something like
Ooh.
this.
Ooh. Oh, is it
Yeah,
a big
it's kind of messed
triangle
up
there?
because I edited the thing it was projecting onto.
Zoinks. You know, it kind of looks like Among Us from both sides.
Yeah.
Right? Just that now he
Amongst
has like
Us.
breasts instead of cake.
It's like
Well, in that case.
no,
Oh,
stop. No, we don't do this.
no.
I
Hold
hate
on,
it.
this is a
No,
Christian
no.
server.
The hell is
In that
happening
case.
here?
Um.
All right, I'm seeing
Oh
it.
dear.
Oh my god.
Sus.
Sus!
Now it's the same on front and back.
It's
I
balanced.
wonder who asked.
I may have asked. That was me. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Let me see. I'm most
Okay, this is enough. Don't save it. Be gone.
You should have saved it as a copy.
Oh.
Oh no. Ooh,
Is anyone else
fishy.
streaming right now, by the way? Hold up, I'll
Pardon?
check. No.
It's a
Never mind.
tadpole. Pugfish.
Tadpole
Okay.
pug.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ogufishu. Sculpting. I said sculpting.
Anyone
Also,
else
one
have
thing I
some
also
cool
want to
things
say
to
for
share?
everybody here, after like if you go ahead and submit an emo and you want to use it for something else, like into the server and you want to use it for something else, we have no issue with that. Like we're not taking ownership of your emotes or anything like that. You can use it for any. If you want to use it for like a Twitch stream you have, or for your buddy or anything like that, your own servers, that's perfectly cool with us.
Yeah, we just want some cool emotes, honestly. All our
Yeah,
emotes
we
are
want
cool.
cool emotes.
I mean, that since it's an art server, might as well make people utilize their creativity and have their inclusive ideas.
Exactly. It's a fun
question.
challenge for y'all.
What's your question, President?
If there are multiple cool submissions for the week, is it still only gonna be one emote picked?
No,
Wait,
no, it's
Druva,
three emotes.
wait, Druva, you're the
not paying
president.
attention?
This
You're the
is
president. Why are you asking this?
Yeah,
You
hold
make
on.
the
We're still-
decision.
you make the decision. But it's I believe they're
I
not
swear it
saying
said
the
one.
percent.
I swear you
No,
said
I
one
said
on the
it's one
presentation.
per person a week. So if I
Oh,
submit
well,
three
I read it
emotes, for
wrong.
example, only one of mine can get in for that week. You can have like one person can make
Oh.
multiple, right? For the weeks, like I could theoretically get one in for each week, but I can't get more than one per week. If that makes sense.
Oh.
But it's a
Do you know
top, I
the
believe,
C in
4
GAC stands
people.
for clownery?
Mm-hmm.
Game art clownery, exactly. I can't believe
Bro,
the
I
person
called
does
myself
not
the
know
monkey
this.
for a reason.
You're the entire
A
circus.
baboon.
That's Marcus, not me.
Well, you know, you're
Uh,
both
yeah, that's me.
That's true.
you're both entertainment.
I see. Ricardo took after and called himself an avocado.
Yes.
Well, Ricardo is an avocado.
I
Damn.
may be.
Ricavo.
Ric-
Ricardo.
Is that gonna
Avocado.
be an emote idea right there? Ricavo.
Yeah, we need a
Ricardo
picture of me.
I can't do mouse for the life of me. What the fuck?
Mouse is impossible with sculpting because it's either 100 or 0.
I'm still a novice at sculpting. Like, I did hard surface stuff. That was my intro to Blender. That's how I taught myself.
And that should be the case. Hard surface usually is what most people start with.
I personally
Yeah.
just never use Blender sculpting, so even I to this day don't know how to use
Yeah,
it
I'm just
properly.
like, I don't know, making it up as I go.
I mean,
That's
you're
the
like
best
Bob
way to
Ross,
go
you know?
with it.
There is
Okay.
no such thing
Yeah.
as mistakes. It's only happy accidents.
Oh,
You know, we don't really mention Bob Ross here for being an art server.
yeah, we should.
I mean,
Probably
there
should.
was Bob Ross emotes.
There
if you
was, and
ever
then we
heard of them.
deleted them because
What?
our emotes
It was not good.
sucked.
If you looked at them earlier, they were.
There's a reason why
horrible.
we're having this contest.
Yeah.
But
From the top view, it looks okay.
yeah, it looks pretty alright.
Can we
Just
just
gotta, like-
still have our recent Bob Ross emoji? Can we? Can we just leave it in the server, please?
I could
like
credit
it.
it back again. I
I'll
mean,
have
it's
to
not
get
there
one.
anymore. That's the issue. We already took it
Oh,
away.
it's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
I
gone.
still have it.
Oh, do
Yeah,
you? You
huh?
can send it.
Wait, isn't that Bob Rush? Isn't that the one that's currently in VC?
Do we have?
That's a
Oh
good
yeah,
one.
there's
Yeah.
that one. No, there was like a
Oh.
really bad one before.
It was like,
Oh yeah, we had another
it was
one
the
that we
worst
deleted.
one.
Beat the devil out of it.
Beat the devil out of it.
Indeed.
Yeah, you know, you should do that with your mouse. You know, just like shake it around a bit. Yeah, there you go.
I
Yeah, beat
have
the devil out of
Discord's
it.
noise suppression on, so it doesn't really come through. Come on. Come on. Wait. Is it F? No, that's the size. How do I change the hardness? Shift F? Ah! There we go. Maximize hardness.
Oh, he's becoming
Strength.
crystallized.
Ah!
Oh.
Oh my god.
So I had to get that out of my system. Why the frick is dynamic
Did you guys see that
topology
new
not on?
Bob Ross documentary? It's really depressing, but I think it was like Bob Ross like lies in secret, something like that. It's on Netflix. I saw it.
Oh,
It's
I
about
did
like
not see that.
it's like the rights to his name and stuff. Like soon when he was like
The
around
rights
the
to
time
his
he him
name
like
on
dying.
Bob Ross.
Yeah, because his name's like a brand now, right? So it explain
Yeah.
like how that happened and all that sort of jazz. It's kind of sad, but
Man was a legend. Here people are bickering over his legacy. I own the legacy.
yeah,
No,
it's
I
called
own it.
Bob Ross: Happy Accidents, Betrayal, and Greed.
Which are very suitable title.
Yeah. It was interesting though. It wasn't like that sad though, so I definitely recommend you gotta watch it if you feel like learning
Yeah.
a bit more about the sad part of life.
Damn. As an artist, that is already a part of you.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Dude, that's why I'm not an artist. I'm a programmer.
Now you
Do
be
this
a
as a
mean
hobby.
Wait, hold on.
technical
So
artist.
like on the template we draw on the gray squares, right? Or do we like use that as a gray?
Kimberly, are you here?
Sorry,
She
yeah.
is.
Sorry. What's
No,
up?
it's okay. I was just wondering. So like for the thing, do we draw on the gray squares or just draw?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
on the
You
whole?
can draw on the gray squares because the gray squares essentially represents the 500 by 500 pixels.
I see.
And you can even like lower the opacity. You don't really need like it to be that bright. As long as like you
I
know it's there and you can just draw your character on there. So
Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
no problems.
How do I do mouths?
You,
Why am I bad?
You simply
With
don't.
a lot of difficulty.
I mean, I'm getting there.
From like
I wanna,
that
like-
view up top, it reminds me a lot of like Have you seen Attack on Titan?
No.
Okay.
Well,
never
yes,
mind.
and I've seen clips.
I've seen clips. Okay, well no, something about the most recent episode. There's a certain shot that reminds me of that.
Oh,
What
bro.
shoot?
Yeah. It does, right? I get what you're
yeah.
saying.
It's oh man, that episode was so good.
Honestly, there was so much hype behind that screenshot, but there was just like
The screenshot
not
itself wasn't
much
that hype,
happened
but
to
like
it. Like literally nothing happened.
that scene was amazing. Holy. I mean, like I
Really
read
was
the
good.
manga for it, and like even knowing what it was gonna happen and all that, like I still got so hyped.
You read the manga?
Yeah, I did. I won't spoil. Don't worry. I'm not one of those.
Dirty spoilers, yeah.
Yeah, actually, the imposter from Among Us appears in the next episode.
Holy.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have to watch the entire thing right now.
you do. So how we all
I
doing
just
this?
told my friend about how you guys called me sus. He said that you guys were right.
Not untrue. Yeah, so how you guys
Why are
doing
these
this
loops?
wonderful week? You know, how's y'all week's been?
Busy.
Been good? Busy? Yeah. School's
Yeah.
starting to ramp up finally. So,
Hold on, I think someone needs my help with math. I'll be right back.
alright.
Alright. Go show the brain.
Big brains.
On that note, I actually do have to head off. If you have any questions, just ping me. I'll like message on my phone because I'm driving back
Okay.
to Brampton from Oshawa. So
So why are you on your phone?
Oh.
Don't text and drive.
Why are you messaging?
Oh,
Don't text and drive.
Doesn't sound like she's in the car right now, though.
no, I'm not. But
Yeah.
I have to be packing right
She's
now.
a pack, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Is
that's
certain someone just came into my room and threw my vibe off while I was presentating.
Real.
Ooh.
Nah, he
Shade.
still maintained
not
it, I
presenting.
think.
That's crazy.
Presentating.
Presentating,
Presentating.
teaching.
Got
That was
you.
in English.
Words.
Be
Word
gone.
Girl. Anybody ever watch Word Girl growing up?
What is that?
Watch what?
Martha Speaks, Word Girl. I don't know.
Yo,
I remember those shows. Yes.
I have not.
I
Never
have
heard
those
of
no
it.
were
idea
like
what
my
you're talking about.
childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, I didn't grow up with Gable really, so
Did you grow up with Beyblade at least?
I did.
I
Beyblades were
did.
sick.
And these nuts. Okay.
Get
Okay.
out.
Remember
Okay,
those, not
okay.
Get
Bakugan?
You're not.
Okay.
You're not even exactly.
Okay, but Beyblade survived. Did people grow up with Bakugan?
Yes.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
about to-
yeah,
I
yeah,
literally was
yeah,
about to
yeah,
talk
The new
about
yeah.
that.
Bakugan hurts. The new
Holy.
Bakugan hurts me to watch. The old one
Really?
is where it's at.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Did you guys have like that Bakugan game on like DS?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I
that
did. I
was-
did.
Yes.
I,
It's
don't,
like
I
a
love
tower
that game so
defense or
much. I
something like that.
kept
I
put.
can't
It wasn't a
I
tower
was
defense.
heavily
Oh.
spoiled between Bakugan and Beyblade.
Spoiled as in
Those
like
were
you
the
got the
days.
show spoiled, or like spoiled as in just like you know.
Like I got so many of like the actual
Oh, okay.
toys.
Yeah, yeah.
No, same.
My
I didn't
mom
buy that
was
many
like
of those
like
toys.
whenever we clean out the garage, my mom is molding, talking about, yo, you don't even play with these anymore. Hundreds were spent on this shit. I'm like, yeah. But then these are relics of the old. People
See-
do not play with them anymore.
Yeah, but you know, see, I did the same thing. Like my mom's angry at me, but not for like Bakugans, but for Skylanders. I bought
Yo,
way
Skylanders.
too many of those, man.
I'd always watch them. I could never buy them,
How do you
unfortunately.
watch Skylanders?
Got the limited
I
edition
just
set.
watch people play it.
Oh, I see.
I unfortunately really disliked Skylanders.
Really?
Oh.
They were so like it was the thing back then.
Remember the Skylanders TV show with like the YouTubers in it?
I heard about it. I never watched it. I think I was already out of that Skylander phase, thankfully. But
Yeah, I
thought
think it was
that they-
Stan TDM or something. That was like the YouTuber featuring
Oh,
it.
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but anyways, I gotta head out. So you guys
Alright.
have a good
Alright,
good
so
session.
Alright.
Bye.
See you
session will
again.
continue on for about
Bye.
10 minutes, and I'll stop the recording, and you guys can go back to your ordinary days of.
Still
existing.
recording my poggers progression.
Yeah, I am.
Nice, nice.
Because I'm very curious. I think everyone in the world needs to know this. Everyone on
Yeah.
YouTube, you know, they need to see this.
See,
Bee lighting? Haven't heard of her.
I'm not an artist. I can't draw for the life of me. Not like as in the meaning way, but I can't even draw a stick figure. But I picked up Blender, and I'm doing stuff like this, you know.
Yeah, you
I
know,
don't
a lot of people
the
say that
actual
they can't
motivator
draw
here.
like a stick figure. I used to say that too because I couldn't draw as a kid. Like I always wanted
I
to,
could-
but I couldn't. But I feel like it's something that like you just sort of have to dedicate a bit of time into. It's like,
Yeah.
for example, with math, for example, it seems like such an easy concept, like all these like sort of things. But if you think
I don't
about
want to
it,
do math.
yeah, I don't want to do it. But if you think about it here, the reason why like anyone even is like as high as they are is because like we were like drilled into it since like grade 1.
Yeah.
You know, right? For art, it's just that like since there's no, I guess, mandatory thing, just sort of like maybe somebody try it once or twice, try doing a stick figure, realize you can only do that, and then you hate it.
Yeah.
I feel like if you dedicate time into learning the process, even from that, you can get somewhere really high up.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
you
I
can be
don't-
like all the other 3D artists here that didn't want to do any drawing.
Yeah,
just
you can
because
also just be a 3D
art is more
artist.
fun. Yeah.
I
Just
just steal the 2D art and then base the 3D off of that.
Exactly, and it's hard to fuck up 3D considering that it's you can just claim it as stylized right after.
I mean
There you go.
that's true, but as we look at this mouth, This is the
This
constructed of this
mouth is
mouth.
beautiful. Okay, look at this.
Oh, it's getting there.
look at his supple
Before it
lips.
was a set of voxels, now it is this beautifully round pogfish.
Like how it's
You
like
need
thin
my SIN number,
as
bro.
a
I don't
chip.
have that.
It needs to be like bigger and thicker and like
Yeah, it needs a supple.
Voluminous
It needs a more
lips.
supple.
Voluptuous.
voluptuous.
Motherfuck.
and
Drova,
moist.
What?
did you by chance just get an email asking about your taxes?
Yeah, have you done it? Have you done
Everybody pay your
taxes?
taxes, by the way. Tax avoidance
Taxes
is
is not due.
not a good thing.
Nah, but Ripen is.
Oh shit! Yeah, I got that email.
Did I get
Poggers.
that email? Wait, make
After
sure I
doing
make sure
Level
I
up
got the
tax
right thing.
information.
Alright, so the problem is this thing needs my SIN number. Unfortunately, my SIN number is around like how many kilometers away?
Why don't you just know it or put it on your phone?
Bro, why would
You
I
can't
need to
just
know my
memorize your
SIN?
SIN
Simply
number.
memorize.
What do you
I mean,
mean?
I
It's
could.
literally
It's-
9 digits.
Yeah, it's less than your student number.
It's
I
less than your
can't
phone
memorize
number.
that. It's impossible.
Okay, here's the yes, I could memorize my SIN number, but like how many like I can count on one hand the amount of times in my life I've needed my SIN number where my answer is just walk 5 steps, grab my SIN card and punch in the numbers. I don't even know what my credit card number is. Like if somebody mugs me and says, "Give me your
Oh,
credit card
that I
number," I'd
can't.
be like,
Nobody
Yeah.
knows their credit card number.
Yeah,
I've got a
you
solution
guys
for
don't
you,
know
man.
your credit card
Bro,
number?
you're a psycho if
I
you
actually
memorize
know
your
my
credit card. Oh, you're a psycho. Who
You
on
know
earth?
your
I've used
credit
it
card number?
so many times. I've used it.
This guy is online purchasing everywhere, bro.
I am.
You know
Guys
what?
going
You
to
should
Grove,
prove
going to
that by
Art
sending
Station,
your
going to
your number
Valorant
into
coins,
chat,
getting his
as well
How
as
about
the
no?
name
Apex
on it, the
coins.
expiry date, and the funny little numbers on the back.
the
Yeah,
funny
I got a
yeah,
solution.
The
All right.
CVB.
Yeah,
is
so
Instead
just
of
post that into chat real quick.
instead of you having to memorize it, you tell me and I'll memorize it for you. And when you need to know it, you just come to me and I'll let you.
"Okay, see,
Yeah.
now that's a marketable service."
Okay, we're getting somewhere with these lips. They
What
need
is
to be
my
thick.
social insurance number?
Looking
Oh
thick
my
now.
god!
Hello, whoever came
Hello.
in.
Hello.
Welcome.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hi, back. I'm Dad.
Back from the
Hi,
Mac
Fag.
program.
Dad, where's my
I
milk?
cried.
Where's your milk?
I'm sorry, the milk was too overpriced. I had to come back.
Yeah. to come
Ah,
back.
shoot! I forgot the cigarettes. See you later, honey.
Oh, Drova, the
God,
price of
Ziggy, fuck,
So your guys' dad
play.
came back after the milk trip?
Drova, the price of milk has gone up. I can't
I
believe it.
know. I know.
Wait, what
Has
do
it
you
gone
mean?
up?
How much is it?
Hold up. Okay, so I only found out about this because the other day I went to the Shoppers by the school to buy pie and milk. There was no pie and the price of milk was higher. That's how I knew 2022 was gonna suck.
Wait, how much was the price of milk?
Depressing.
Math, I don't remember, but I know it's higher.
Yeah,
Is it
although
more
there
than
is-
$5?
It is more than $5.
Wow.
Milk was less than $5.
What about the world's ending?
The world really is ending.
Yeah, I think it's because like the supply chain stuff, right?
No,
It's almost like
it's because most of the trucks right now, the freight on all the shit are going on strike, right? Because of the vaccine.
Yeah.
it's almost like there's something happening with like goods going across the border and they're not making it to their destination. And it's
Yeah, I
like
think it's the
these people are
Russians,
going to
clearly.
Ottawa instead.
Bro,
Oh yeah,
instead of going
Ed
to
was right. It jumped from 469 for like the the milk with like 3 bags in it to 539.
Yep,
This is why
that
you
sounds right.
buy.
Bro, the first chopper scams me out of a pie. Now they're scamming me out of milk. I'm just gonna wait for the
Well, I mean, it's
Costco to
not
get built down the
scamming you out
street.
of a pie. Just don't have
Oh,
it.
and about that like
Good
truck
pay.
protest, that stuff was still going on like a few weeks ago when my friend had to return back to campus.
Yeah,
Like,
they're still camping outside
I thought
Ottawa.
it just started, didn't it?
it's honestly
No, started a
ridiculous.
bit ago.
My friend goes to U Ottawa and she was
Mhm.
gonna go back to Res, and she was kind of looking forward to it because when she's back at Res, me and her can play games together without her parents coming in her room all the time. And then
Yo, that's why I'm
and
a
then she
So I
had to
gotta
like
renew
deal with
this.
1 hour of this stupid truck protest just to get to Res. And I kid you not, we both live in the same street, and I could live, and I could just go down the street just to say hi to her. And where we live from Ottawa, it takes us like 5 hours by car to get there. So like imagine an extra hour of
Oh,
that
that's awful.
just because of the stupid truck protest. It
They're
is
annoying.
awful, very awful, to be honest.
They should bring the trucks to Ukraine.
Can't fix stupid, I'm afraid.
Oh yes, I gotta go eat dinner. Perfect timing.
Why is it perfect
Now
timing? No, we
with
still have
all
a
the
session.
freedom
Happy
convoy and all.
dining.
Wow, you're gonna leave us? It's perfect when you can leave the session, huh?
I mean, the session. And
Yeah,
I mean,
it's over,
it's just
fellas.
you know what? Just for you, Ricardo. I love y'all.
No.
Aww.
Sean just dipped. Rip.
We just
All
said
right,
just for
see you
me.
guys.
Ciao.
Yeah.
Bye. See you guys. I was recording right here.
Oh wait, he went to the help